This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, so most of things are done, like everything is done, and okay. So EC2 is almost completed with all the futures what we have.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So now we'll go ahead with another service like VPC, Virtual Private Net Cloud.
Okay.
Okay. Shall we have some theory on that?
Okay.
Let me share my screen. Sorry. Able to see my screen?
Yeah, I can see.
Yeah. Okay. Today we'll be starting from VPC. So it is also one of the big topic where we need to understand that there are so many, as EC2 has individual components. VPC also has its own individual components, and it is primary. It is one of the primary service in AWS. Without VPC, you can't build any of the infrastructure. Like it's a four-wall security. Basically, what we talk about is VPC will be like four-wall security where you will be building your infrastructure inside that four-wall. Like EC2 will be inside. All the services like ELBs, everything will be the same. Any infrastructure will be created using VPC. It is called Virtual Private Cloud. It is unique construction within a AWS region. It allows provision of a discrete and compartmentalized private network. You can create a private network that may be divided up into multiple subnets. Every VPC has some structured way to create subnets, where you can create multiple subnets as per the region to that specific region. If that region has two subnets, you will be able to create only two subnets. And if that region has six subnets, you will be able to create, six availability zones, you will be able to create six subnets. Based on the region only, we will be able to manage the VPC in creating the subnets as per the availability zones. Okay, here we will be learning about what is VPC, creating VPC, and we'll be doing a lab on how to create a VPC, and we'll be also creating subnets. We'll be also having we'll also seeing the limitations, and we'll be using later on. Once we understand the concept, we'll also use the cloud formation to provision VPC. Okay, it is an isolated portion of AWS where we can create an infrastructure within the VPC. As I said, EC2, RDS, any of the services uses most of the services will be using VPC, and some of the services will not be using VPC as a dependency. Like an example, Route 53. There is no need of VPC. Because we can manage the domains easily. So that is, and VPC is always marked as a dedicated constraint. The VPC only allowing dedicated EC2 instances to be launched. Okay, whenever we launch an EC2, it asks for dedicated host or shared host within the VPC only, not outside the VPC again. Okay, and this is an example of architecture, how the VPC will be acting. Like we can see in the architect where private and public subnets are there. Already we have seen in the EC2, like the private IP and the public IP sub. Those are the subnets. Whatever the IP comes, that comes from the subnet itself. While creating EC2, we have seen there is a VPC and the selection of subnet. So from where these are coming, it is the IPsec, whatever we are seeing, the IP assignment happening through the subnets. So these subnets are created in VPC. It can be any range bound you can use the IPsec. So you can, within the VPC, you can create multiple subnets. And here is an example. VPC has by 16 0.000, and here public subnet has 24, and the private subnet has 1.0 by 24, where these all the instances will be getting in the 1. Range of IPs, and here you will be getting 0.0.
So that means 16 means we have 16-bit subnet mask.
Yes, 16
and
bits.
And here we have 24-bit subnet mask, right?
Subnet mask, yes.
So that means 1632. So we can use 16 bits for this subnet, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So how many IPs will be getting?
2 raised to power 16.
Yeah, to the power 16.
0 is, I guess, for subnet ID, and the last one is for broadcast, right? So
yeah.
rest they can be used.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, and we'll see in the practical session how these are divided. Already default is there. Using the default as an example, we'll be creating our own VPC, and again we'll be building an EC2 using our VPC to ensure that has all the accessibility right now what it has.
So
Okay.
we can have multiple EC2 inside a VPC, or it's a true other way around?
We can have multiple EC2s, but
And
whatever.
what about let's say we have one EC2 and we have a multiple VPC?
Yeah, you can have one VPC. In one VPC, you can create an EC2. Once
Okay,
the
yeah.
divided, you will IPsec range will be different.
Okay, got it.
There is a possibility of communication. I will show you how.
Okay.
Okay.
And cost wise, this is more costly. VPC is more costly than EC2.
Every services is different from the costing.
No, if we compare EC2 and VPC, so which one is more costly?
VPC will be more costly.
VPC, okay.
Because that is a storage capacity. This has a network capacity.
Yeah, so it looks like it's more prime than EC2, right?
Yeah, it's not about prime. It's about service value, what it has. Like comparing a bike with another motorcycle.
Oh, okay.
Models.
Mm-hmm.
And so just like BMW is compared with a normal Honda vehicle. It's just
okay. Got it. Thank you.
Can't compare anything. It's all about its own value.
Okay.
Because without VPC, we can't create EC2.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's all about it's like 4-wall security. You can see inside this, it's a 4-wall security. The cloud, what the inside frame is a VPC, and inside you have servers, and outside that there is inside VPC there is an internet gateway to get connectivity of internet. If we remove this internet gateway, there is no internet to the instances.
Okay.
Means you will not be able to download anything, but still you will be able to access the EC2s.
Okay.
The internet connectivity get disconnected, but still you will be able to access those instances, and you will good to work on it, but there is no internet, you will not be able to download any of the application things stuff.
Okay.
There is a virtual private gateway which communicates to the, which will be used to communicate to the customer networks. It's
Okay.
virtual private gateways are used like VPN, connectivity of VPN from customer network to our network. For example, right now in this situation, everyone is working from home, but when they want to connect to the corporate office, they will be using VPNs basically, and
Yeah.
those VPNs are configured in this way using virtual private gateway, because it's a private gateway where the connection is established between customer gateway, customer network, like corporate network, and to the cloud network. VPN is the cloud network. Once they have established, then it is successful be working. Okay, and every VPC will be having minimum 2 subnets, and one public facing and other will be a private. Either you can make it 2 public or 1 public, 1 private. In this way we can decide while creating subnets. If it is more than 2, you can decide as usual. You can have 3. For example, in North Virginia we have 6 subnets. You can go for 3 for private and 3 for public. It's all up to you. Web servers always sit in the public subnet, and database servers always sit in the, as per the image I'm saying, as per the image. Database servers are sitting in the private.
What about if we put web servers inside and we just put load balancers?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
You can. Okay. And the basic VPC abbreviations like standard industry terms and AWS terms, what we have seen in the regular practices is like industry standard terms, classless internet domain, and here we will be having CIDR. Here also we will be having CIDR. And NACL, network access control list. NAT, we have already, it's a network address translation, what we see, like NATing and IP. And VPN, we will be having, as I said, it's a virtual private network where we'll be using virtual private gateway for the communication. VPC is virtual private cloud. And elastic IPs, already we have done practice on that. Load balancers we have done. And elastic network interface and IGW, internet gateway. These are the terms we have, we'll be using in VPC. Okay. The VPC is a dedicated isolated virtual network. It's a virtual network. And a subnet IP range within the VPC. And routing table determines where traffic is directed. Security groups, instance level stateful firewall. Security group will be managed for the instance level, and the network ACL subnet level stateless firewall. VPN connection connects VPN to other networks like corporate office network or a customer network. It can be anything. NATing enable internet connectivity, for instance, in private subnets. So if you want to do private subnet this thing, then you need to have NATing. Internet gateway enables internet connectivity for instances in public instances. Any questions here?
I'm okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. As I said, you can create a VPC within a single public subnet only, or you can also create public and private. And you can also create public and private subnets and hardware VPN access. And you can also create private subnets only and hardware VPN. So these are the options available in creating VPC, where we'll be seeing in the lab session. Hope you will understand there rather than getting into much theory on this. Okay, creating subnets is like public and private subnets you can create, where we'll be using VPC wizard as an option. Like it's